Hi, I'm Dan. I'm Feather's son-in-law. I married Ivy. These blonde kids running around like maniacs are ours. And those are Feather's grandsons. So I imagine if he was probably doing this exact same thing. So I don't feel that guilty, especially last night when they're playing in the sand, the like long jump sand pit at El Camino. Within 20 seconds of everything starting last night, they start running, and it's like, it's gonna be 2 hours of this. I'm not chasing for 2 hours. Just let them go. Um, I started dating Ivy in 2008, one summer before Johnny and Dee met or started dating, and very quickly, Ivy's like, "Hey, you want to go to dinner with my dad?" And I'm like, "It's been like we're talking weeks, maybe a month or two." I'm like, this is like the in-law thing. I don't know. And I was like, all right, fine. And we go to Louie Louie's. I don't actually remember where we went, but I remember we went to Louie Louie's a lot. So that's what it is in this story. So we go to Louie Louie's, which is in South Redondo at the pier. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to meet this dude. All right, I'm going to meet the dad after weeks. This is weird. But as you all know, you've met Feather. You know that it went great. You know that you meet Feather, and I don't know who said it last night, but he brings you in and he extends his heart to everyone, and it never depletes. There's always something for everyone when he meets you. He looks in the eye and he listens more than when you're speaking. He's listening harder than you're speaking to him. And that was just the thread of knowing Johnny. A year later, he meets Dee, and the whole in-law thing just gets better. I think you all know Dee, and if you don't, introduce yourself. She's an angel, and people say that, and it's more true than you know. Imagine right after your wedding, your significant other is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Just imagine that. 8 years ago, that's what happened. And up until this day, the entire way, every single day, Diane was with him, all in. Like Mark Turner said last night, it was the one moment for me where I've struggled for a long time to understand and figure out what the words are for what Dee meant to Johnny and the Featherstone family. And it's just that Dee, from moment one, was all in. And the whole Frohoff family. There were moments when you know that Dee was struggling, and Chris would come and work his magic. And that happened, and we knew about Chris's contributions behind the scenes. He's not going to be loud. He's in the background a lot, helping his mom and Brent too, and Annie and Rio and the entire Frohoff family. And I just want to make sure that everyone understands that Johnny was Johnny, but he had a lot of people behind him and helping him, especially through these last 8 years. And it got hard. And just I want to make sure everyone understands who Dee is and what he meant to the entire Featherstone family and what the Frohoffs have meant this whole time. That's all I have. I'm sorry.
Wow, thank you so much. We have anybody else who would like to share a little bit? I see a couple of his buddies who he played volleyball with almost up to the end down at 6th Street in Hermosa. I see a John Stimfig out here. There was a group that met on Wednesdays and Saturdays.